So you have just designed and completed a beautiful experiment. Congratulations! But now you need to visualize and quantify your results. One of the most important techniques in the lab to do this is through gel electrophoresis. This technique allows you to take the substrates that you have collected throughout your experiment and identify and separate out macromolecules such as DNA and RNA fragments, as well as proteins, to help you identify the contents and relative amounts within your substrate. Electrophoresis uses the induction of an electrical current causing negatively charged macromolecules to move towards the positively charged electrode. Shorter fragments will travel more rapidly, traveling farther through the gel, whereas the longer fragments will remain closer to the origin of the gel, resulting in separation based on size. Recall that nucleic acids are negatively charged due to their phosphate backbones, and as such, DNA will travel through the gel in its native state, whereas RNA often requires some amount of denaturing to disrupt secondary structures. Proteins, however, must be denatured and have a negative charge added before they will run through the gel. Based on the experiment we have run and the subsequent products that we want to investigate, we now need to decide whether we want to run an agarose or a polyacrylamide gel. Either gel can run the substrate in native or denatured states, depending on what we're looking for. The agarose gel matrix is composed of long, unbranched chains of uncharged carbohydrates, resulting in a gel with large pores, allowing for the separation of larger macromolecules. Agarose usually comes in a powder that's mixed and heated with TAE buffer and sets when cooled. The concentration of the gel can vary from 0.5 to 2% depending on the size of fragments you're looking for, how much separation you need, and what you plan on doing with the separated fragments. Agarose gels are often used with DNA due to its large size, and a standard 1% gel gives a good resolution of 0.2 to 1 kilobase fragments. Agarose is poured, loaded, and run horizontally. The gel is placed in an electrophoresis chamber and submerged in a running buffer to provide ions which are necessary to carry the applied current and to maintain the pH at a relatively constant value. Water would not be an appropriate running buffer as it contains very few ions. Once the sample is loaded, the chamber can be connected to a power source. But always remember that your sample will run towards red. So if you incorrectly attach your anode and cathode, your sample will run off the gel into the buffer.